There we go.
All
And
right.
a howdy.
Had to wait for the end.
I know, it's
Hi.
waiting for the Rock Little Rift to finally just roll us into everything.
Yeah.
Welcome back to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. How are you, Sarah?
Good.
Oh yeah, good. Good to hear. Spring breaking. You said you were sick during spring break, though. That's never good.
Well,
Yeah.
being sick. But so my voice might sound a little weird today. But anyway,
Well,
I'm getting
it
better.
is
Feeling better today.
okay here. What is?
Yeah.
Oh, we have a referral link. Okay, StreamYard is moving things around again. Surprise! Always throwing things in a loop for us. Which talking about loops, we are looping back to part 2 of movies and I guess the movie aspect of the best sci-fi TV and movie actors ever and actresses. Last week we got a good 5. Oh god, there goes the camera on us. Let me pull up who we had last week because I did take a photo. We had, that was the wrong one. Too many photos in my phone. Surprise. Anyway, instead of trying to look through all that, we'll just dive into this. We already have a lot of TV, movies, and actresses from last week. This week, of course, we're going to focus on the movie aspect of life here. And we got a few already down because this one's going to be pretty straightforward. David helped out down here. Speaking of the devil right there. He sent a good list to start things off. He put Matt Damon down for The Martian, Kurt Russell for The Thing, Harrison Ford, for Blade Runner, as well as Rutger Hauer, Michael Renee for The Day the Earth Stood Still, Planet of the Apes, Charlton Heston, The Fly with Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill in Jurassic Park. All fantastic nominations. And let them begin, good sir. Also, before we jump in too far, Monk, it's so good. It is so good. So good. But we will dive into that later, of course. On the actress side of things, and let me go ahead and grab my handy-dandy pen and start writing some of these down, of course. We've got a few of these. Kurt Russell for Soldier, as well as, what was, is it the Dexter Riley trilogy? Dexter, something like that, from back after Walt Disney died. He had a trilogy of sci-fi films that were like some of the first TV to Disney movies, Disney to TV movies, excuse me. Bruce Dern for Silent Running.
Yeah, I had him on my list too. Yeah.
Ooh, Rockwell.
I put Ed Bishop from 2001.
Oh yeah. Oh, Ed Harris, right?
Ed Harris could go on the list too, but yeah.
Who's Ed Bishop?
2001.
Oh, 2001. I don't know why you said 2001 and my brain went to Apollo 13 or wherever. What? I did go out last night for the first time in a while, and my brain is working about as much as you would expect. Richard Dreyfuss. Oh yeah. Close Encounters. That one guy that played the robot in Alien. Oh, Ian Holm.
Yeah.
I was like,
there was the other guy too. I forget. I don't remember what his name is. Did you have Charlton Heston down? He did a lot of. Yeah. Okay.
Alan Rickman for Galaxy Quest. He's so good. I don't know if he's gonna make it all the way though, huh?
No, hasn't been big enough in it. I mean, it's worth a mention, but like I've had Hugo Weaving, but I don't know.
Oh, for Matrix stuff, totally.
Yeah. And well, I don't know if V for Vendetta is.
Ooh, it's kind of. I don't know where it technically sits.
Anyway.
Alan Rickman is awesome. Sean Connery is too for Outland. Ayo. Leo in Inception, good one. Okay, let me toss these in real quick. I guess let me put Alan Rickman there for the sake of it. He's amazing.
I had Ian McKellen, but I don't know. That's more like the superhero stuff and fantasy stuff.
What has he done? I don't know if he's done something super sci-fi. Ed Harris for Abyss.
Yeah, I think with Ian McKellen, it's X-Men or whatever, but I don't think that we're not really counting superhero stuff, are we? So
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, DiCaprio. I was like, what is his last name? I kept wanting to say Da Vinci. I was like,
I
that's
also
not
like
right.
Patrick Stewart down for this too, but
yeah, because
I
Star
don't
Trek
know.
films and everything.
Yeah. Will Smith.
Oh, that's true.
iRobot, Independence Day. I guess you could say.
Yeah, iRobot and Independence Day for sure. Then there's like
Mhm.
After Earth and all that stuff, and
Mhm.
we'll
Yeah.
forget it. Those.
Yeah.
Did we have? Yeah, we have Rutger Hauer. I
Yeah.
haven't written him down yet though. We're just trying to.
Mhm.
Rutger Hauer and Leslie Nielsen is a great one. Who do we literally just say? Oh, Will Smith. Okay, I already wrote him down. Good.
Do we
Just
put
see-
Arnold? But I don't know if he's a great actor. He's done a lot of sci-fi, but
do we put Arnie, y'all?
yeah.
Chat, let us know. Give us a yay or nay on that.
Keanu.
Ooh, Keanu, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
This is a damn good list already.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't put Charlton Heston down yet. Let me write him. Jeremy Renner. Ooh, Monk. Good one.
Yeah. Jeff Goldblum. We're just doing actors right now.
Oh, Arnie was really good in Predator, at least.
Yeah.
He's not going to make it far up the list, but Linda Hamilton and ScarJo for sure. Let me go ahead and put them over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all are tossing actresses as well.
Yeah.
Actually, not just yet. Keep them in your head, and then we'll toss them all at once and jump through it. ScarJo, that's right. Tom Cruise, good one.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't written down Goldblum for The Fly earlier.
Mm-hmm. And Independence Day.
Oh, and Independence Day. Great. Yeah. If we're going actresses, I have you.
Jurassic Park. I don't know if that counts. But
that's a great point. Sam Neill, I didn't write him down yet either, and he was definitely in that list. Yeah. Agreed. And James Doohan. There we go. I looked at it and didn't write it down or say it out loud. He's extremely underrated. Not extremely underrated, I guess. That's not the right way to say that, but he is underrated as like an actual actor versus action star. Yeah.
What was James Doohan in? I'm not remembering.
I feel like he's been in a bunch of
things.
Well, Star Trek was he in the movies and stuff as well.
Okay.
He's in other things.
It's like the name is familiar, I'm not, but I got it now, I think.
I don't know who he played in Star Trek, honestly. Oh, he was Scotty. Okay.
Yeah, Scotty. Yeah, that's like I know the name, but it wasn't like okay.
It's not too far off. I'm only like 7 seasons away from that one.
Right.
David Washington and Robert Pattinson. Great ones, Monk. On behalf of Jerry Ryan. Okay.
Movies, though we're talking movies.
Oh, she that's a good point. Leonard Nimoy. Okay, let me do Doohan, Nimoy, Pattinson, and Washington real quick. Who are we thinking? David Washington. Robert Pattinson. Yeah, this is a really good list. This is going to be kind of hard to whittle down a little bit. Oh, I just wrote Robert Rattinson. Oops. I love the dude as an actor. Sorry, buddy. I did not mean to say that. I just it's the way my hand wrote it.
Well, Mel Gibson, I guess you did. Anyway.
He's a good guy, but he was great in Mad Max. Mel Gibson. He's great in everything. Sometimes I don't know if you can excuse some of Mel Gibson's craziness, but he's such a talent. That's one of those things where a little bit of crazy brings some creativity like few others are able to. Yeah. you think Mel Gibson's like completely out of the running for everything. You're like, oh, dude's probably retired, and then he out of nowhere came with Hacksaw Ridge in 2014, and you're like, oh, nope, guys, making films that are amazing and will stand the test of time.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, Mel. Have a beer on us. Ooh, Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't like the 12 Monkey movies, excuse me, for years, and I had to kind of revisit it because I read the short story in school, and then the teacher showed us 12 Monkeys in like school right after we read the short story.
The movie kind of jumps around, the timeline gets a little confusing, but it's really good.
Yeah, I didn't like it whenever I first saw it, just because I think I just read the thing, was like, this isn't the same thing, and then over time I've kind of become more fond of it. I still haven't seen the TV show, which is supposed to be pretty damn good too. That's Terry Matalas, who did Picard and everything, right?
Yeah, I did watch the TV show and I liked it. I didn't see all of it though. I should probably do a rewatch. We're still doing actors right now. So I'm trying to think.
Yes. Oh my God, we're still getting good ones too. Sharlto Copley. Mel's a fan of Sugar Birds. God. Rufus Sewell. Oh, and Terminator and T2. Okay. Did I already write him down?
Yeah, I think so.
We said his name like 4 times. I actually didn't write it down.
Oh. He says right Arnold. We know what that is.
I just wrote all caps Arnie instead of trying to write the whole thing. Sharlto is actually excellent right there.
That's the main guy in that movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I only watched that movie like once.
It is so good. It is.
I hadn't supposed to be a sequel coming out or something, or there's talk of it. I don't know.
There's been talks since the frickin' movie came out. Since I was 9 years old and wanting to see District. I was like, I'm 9 years old at District 9. I want to see District 10 when I'm 10, and I'm nearing. Yeah. I'm not too close to 30 yet, but I'm waiting. Come on, dude. Let's get the movie going. Neil. God, who? I know the director, the South African guy. Isn't it Neil something? Blomkamp. Neil Blomkamp. There we go. I was gonna go crazy if I could remember that. Stallone, Demolition Man, Rufus Sewell. Okay, didn't put Sewell down.
Yeah.
Stallone. You can have Arnie for T2 and he'll be back for Total Recall. That's true. The guy actually has I forgot about all of these things until we started talking about it. Which is not a good thing to think about necessarily, but he's got such great ones. Because we're thinking about, how well can the guy act?
Right. He's great in True Lies too.
Oh yeah. Jamie Lee back in the day, just both of them, they run a movie. And, put him in a movie again today. Honestly, that'd be pretty entertaining. Does Apollo 13 kind of sci-fi?
No, that's a real story, right? So
yeah, that's just a nonfiction movie. Yeah, nonfiction movie made into.
Could you say Tom Hanks for the Atlas? What was that movie
Cloud
called?
Atlas. Oh, totally though.
Yeah.
Peter's like, no. Cloud Atlas. He did what's the movie on Apple TV Plus that he did like a couple years back with the walking robot?
Oh,
I don't remember what it is. I never saw it though. Kind of makes me want to go back and watch it.
Yeah. We have Hugo Weaving.
Yeah. So far, we're about to get on actresses, and so far for actresses, we already have Zoe Saldana, Rebecca Ferguson, Linda Hamilton, ScarJo, and Sigourney Weaver down. And there's plenty more.
Yeah.
Can we think of any more actors that we want to toss on here before we go over to actresses? McConaughey, good one. McConaughey, I love the way he was like, you know what? I'm gonna spell it the way it sounds.
I think that's good for actors for now.
I think so too. That's going to get us a little lost in the sauce a bit.
I put Noomi Rapace
Oh,
for the Alien movies, Alien prequels, I guess she's in.
She's done a bunch of Icelandic films because she's from Iceland that are like smaller level horror movies that are just so disturbing but good, but disturbing as can be. But oh my god, she's a good actress. Sandra Bullock. Mike, I just saw that. I hate to clap.
Demolition Man too, or was it Judge Dredd? Demolition Man, was she in too? Anyway,
the one with Carl Urban.
No, the 90s one.
Original? Oh. Who?
Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt for Edge of Tomorrow and what's the silent one? The one about the
A Quiet Place. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Talk about intense stuff right there. Bullock was in Demolition Man. Gravity for Sandra Bullock as well. Jodie Foster, good one. Elizabeth Moss, that's right. And Gina Davis. Thank you, David.
We have Sigourney Weaver, right? Yeah. Daisy Ridley? I don't know.
Oh, good one.
Carrie-Anne Moss.
Also did Carrie-Anne Moss. Yep. David sent that one in too. Daisy Ridley was also in with Tom Holland. I have the books right upstairs. It's a society of where women have disappeared essentially, and only the adults remember women and stuff. What is it? Daisy Ridley, Tom Holland. Chaos Walking. That's that one. Okay. I really wanted Sandra Bullock to be eaten by alligators at the end of Gravity.
Tilda Swinton.
Oh. She won. We can stop right now. I will fight for Tilda Swinton all day. Yeah. She's the indie darling, and rightfully so. Drew Barrymore for what? E.T. Yeah. Is that it though? Because I don't. Yeah. She did do super well as a kid.
Firestarter, would that be sci-fi? I don't know.
Which one?
Firestarter. Kind of, because it's about she was a child of parents that had experiments done on them to make them superhuman. And
I don't know if that's sci-fi or superhero.
Was that a Stephen King book originally? I think.
Oh, that's right. Donnie Darko. Yeah. Firestarter. I don't think it's Stephen King, but it is. Yeah. Is it? It might not. Let me Google it real quick. Yeah. Firestarter. Novel by Stephen King. Okay, no, totally, yeah. I thought it was somebody different for a second. Did I miss anybody real quick? Okay, let me go ahead and read the actresses that we already have down, and y'all help me out. And if we can write anybody else down, let Sarah and I know. We've got Zoe Saldana, of course. Well, honestly, she might give Tilda Swinton a fight there. Rebecca Ferguson also might give a little fight there. Linda Hamilton, Scarlett Johansson, Sigourney Weaver, Noomi Rapace, Sandra Bullock, Emily Blunt, Gina Davis, Elizabeth Moss, Carrie-Anne Moss, Daisy Ridley, Drew Barrymore, and I'm adding Jennifer Lawrence while I'm on here as well for Passenger and something like that.
Did you say Mila Jovovich?
Oh, no. Good. Yeah, you said her earlier. My bad. Jovovich. Anybody else we can think of? I didn't write Tilda down, did I? Did I write Tilda Swinton down? I did not write Tilda Swinton down. I was about to say.
Yeah.
Just said I'd fight for her and forgot to put her name on the whole ballot. Sorry, madam. Gemma Chan. And Carrie Fisher, duh. Great one, great one. Gemma Chan. Gemma Chan's also done, she did Don't Worry, Darling, which is kind of sci-fi. Yeah, it's actually technically pretty damn sci-fi. The Last from Rouge.
Rogue One.
Oh, from Rogue One. Not Daisy Edgar Jones. That is not her name. It's completely thought of a different actress. That doesn't help anything at all. I'm gonna get it though. I'm gonna get it. I'm not looking that one up. The brain's gonna work for that one. But Natalie Portman for V for Vendetta, real quick. Rogue One. Not Daisy.
Has she done anything else? I don't remember seeing her for anything else.
Felicity Jones. Oh my God, thank you, Juliet. I was gonna die on that one. She just did The Brutalist, and she's been in a whole bunch of other things.
Okay.
I don't know if she's done a whole bunch of sci-fi, but she is a heavy hitter every time she acts. She's just fantastic. Felicity Jones, for sure. I don't think Daisy Edgar Jones is what the Jones is where I was going. Okay, I wasn't like going too crazy. Right. Daisy 2, LOL. Thanks. Thank you. Chalet Girl. I'm not familiar with that. Eternals. Is Angelina Jolie in anything sci-fi?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. She's done Tomb Raider. I don't know if that's
I was like, is that the only sci-fi like?
Eternal, he was also in, but we're not really doing superhero stuff.
Ana de Armas.
I know Sleep is Maleficent. That's more fantasy.
Yeah. Sky Captain.
Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow. That was sci-fi.
Okay. Do we want to put her down then, Angelina? It's not like the most sci-fi oriented thing either. It's kind of like, I mean, it's not, but we'll put her down just for the sake of it. We've got a pretty good list. Do we keep going? Oh, David immediately said no. As I'm done writing already, David. Come on now. Okay. Should we go ahead and start whittling down, you think? Or do we want to toss just a couple more names? Or should I just go ahead and read the list? Oh,
Tessa Thompson. Anyway, go ahead and read what we got.
Overall, or still just actresses?
Actresses.
Okay. Actresses so far, we have Natalie Portman, Felicity Jones, Ana de Armas, and Tessa Thompson. Zoe Saldana, Rebecca Ferguson, Linda Hamilton, Scarlett Johansson, Sigourney Weaver, Noomi Rapace, Sandra Bullock, Emily Blunt, Gina Davis, Elizabeth Moss, Carrie-Anne Moss, Daisy Ridley, Drew Barrymore, Jennifer Lawrence, Mila Jovovich, Tilda Swinton, Carrie Fisher, Gemma Chan.
Sean Young.
Who?
Sean Young.
Oh, sure.
I don't think you wrote it on yet.
And Jonathan Pryce is a great one for the guys over here. I don't think I've ever seen Jonathan Pryce is one of the actors. I don't think there's ever been a bad project he's been in that I can think of. No, he's been in a couple bad projects, but I don't think he's ever turned in a bad role in a project. Is probably the best way to say that. When Jay handed the job of all this over to you, he was laughing, as I feel he was. Yeah, he's like, "Here, do this." But no, we managed, and we've made a whole freaking thing out of it. Next year, like we keep saying, it's going to be much more streamlined when we're doing like a specific year's worth of, stuff going on versus the entirety of time kind of deal right here that we've been kind of going on, He always gives 100%. Damn right. Jonathan Pryce is solid. But yeah, okay. Do we want to start whittling down? Shall I name the actors off as well? Or do we want to start whittling down an actress and work our way backwards?
Let's start whittling down actors.
Okay.
We have a lot of those.
That would actually be a really good idea, Monk. That'd be a lot of fun. Oh, we didn't get Bruce Willis down. I'll write him down real quick. He's not necessarily the biggest sci-fi guy, but he had a bunch of sci-fi roles, fun, like cheaper sci-fi roles at the end of his career, particularly, and other things throughout, of course. But he deserves at least a nod, as we would say. As the Academy would say when they Oscar nominate people. And if y'all didn't know, Chevron Awards are the only thing in Hollywood that might be more grandiose than an Oscar. I don't make the rules. Jay does, actually. He just tells us what's going on. Oh, no, did United? Well, see, Jay doesn't give too much effort into football currently because he's been so sad about it all. Sarah's got him onto hockey now. Okay, so we're whittling down on actors. I'm gonna give the one big list, and I'm gonna kind of like rate it like not super fast enough where we can just kind of get it all out, but slow enough where if you hear a name, chat or Sarah, of course, holler at me and say, cut that out, and I will cut them out. After the whole list is done, if we don't have a bunch of those, I will let's do 4. Let's do 4 or 5 at a time just to kind of like go slow. So if we don't have a bunch to scratch off by the end of naming everything out, we'll start whittling down 4 or 5 at a time. I can see Jay contacting people's agents about this. Chevron Awards are so posh you don't get a goodie bag. Oh no, you get a nice email, mate. That's the way we'll do it. We'll give email awards. There we are. But okay, it is time to whittle this stuff down. Are you all ready? Are we ready? Let's do it. Okay. Matt Damon, Kurt Russell, Harrison Ford, Ed Harris, Ed Bishop, Ian Holm, Richard Dreyfuss, Hugo Weaving, Alan Rickman, Sean Connery, Leonardo DiCaprio, Sir Patrick Stewart, Will Smith, Rutger Hauer, Leslie Nielsen, Keanu Reeves, Charlton Heston, Jeremy Renner, Tom Cruise, Arnie, a.k.a. Arnold Schwarzenegger, but Arnie is his real name, Bruce Willis, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, Leonard Nimoy, David Washington, Robert Pattinson, Mel Gibson. I wrote Robert Pattinson, still threw me off there. Mel Gibson, Brad Pitt, Charlton Copley, Rufus Sewell, Sylvester Stallone, Tom Hanks, Matthew McConaughey, and Jonathan Pryce. Damon can go along with Will Smith and Sean Connery. Okay. Sam Neill can go. Ooh.
I would agree with that. There's better on there. Yeah.
And of course, we are talking about the best actor in sci-fi roles, of course. And Stallone.
I think Ian Holm can go.
Ian Holm.
The guy from District 9. What was his name?
Cut Sewell as well.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson.
Yep.
Woo! Okay. Let me catch up to y'all real quick. We're going Damon. Y'all are you dropped the pen and picked up the sword. There goes Smith. You said Rutger. No, you didn't say Rutger Hauer. You said somebody with an R. Am I crazy?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
Oh, whatever.
Pattinson today. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. It's officially no longer written down. So there we go. Will Smith. Oh, and Sewell and Sam Neill. There's Sewell. And you said Stallone. Can we cut Hanks?
Yeah.
Tom Hanks out of here.
Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba. Where is? Nope, Jurassic Park is only half as good without Sam Neill. Got to keep him. I was thinking the same thing, honestly.
Well, there's also
But
what was that Event Horizon?
oh yeah, did I? I think I already did Rufus Sewell, but that's who I keep looking for that I can't find. I think I already did. If I see Sewell, I'm going to just cut him later on this list. Before I do it, are we cutting Sam Neill?
Yes.
Okay. I'm with you, David. I just don't know if he's going to stand the test of time on this list. You know, everybody else here is great, and although he does make Jurassic Park. Oh, you know who we didn't put down here on actress is Laura Dern.
Oh yeah.
If Sam Neill's on there, it only makes sense, you know. But the person that makes up just as much as Jurassic Park as both of them, that is the heavy hitter as well, who is going to make it further on this list just because of the amount of sci-fi films he's done, is Mr. Jeff Goldblum, of course. Yeah. There are far better actors too, but yep.
Yeah.
The sword is mightier than the pen, so why use a sword? Okay. Thanks, Peter. Okay, so shall I name the next, I guess, 4 or 5, and we just start whittling down? Laura Dern can go next round. We're not into actresses just yet.
We'll just keep doing 5 at a time until we get down to 5.
I know we wrote him in kind of late, but can we go ahead and scratch off Bruce Willis?
Yes.
That was more of just to make sure he's on the list.
Yep.
Okay. I think the rest of this list. Oh, did we scratch off Ian Holm?
We should, yeah.
Okay. The few things he's done in sci-fi are all amazing. Worth bringing back, and then Alien Romulus, of course. No, I know that's how I feel too. But after I read the next few names, you're gonna think, "Oh, okay," because that's kind of where my brain went as well there. So, we didn't even say Lawrence Fishburne. Ooh.
Oh. No.
He's worth mentioning. I don't know if he's gonna make it. I think we could scratch him off. As we do it. He's an amazing actor.
Right.
I don't know if it's gonna do it. There's just too many good ones. We're about to just start hitting y'all. We've got Arnold Schwarzenegger, Kurt Russell, Harrison Ford, Ed Harris, and Ed Bishop. Especially
read those again. I'm trying to remember.
Okay, we got the double Eds at the back, Ed Harris and Ed Bishop. Then we have Kurt Russell and Harrison Ford and Arnold Schwarzenegger. We don't have to cut any, technically.
Ed Harris.
I kind of agree. So good. We didn't even mention him for TV actors, and should have for Westworld. Definitely should have. He probably wouldn't have made it all the way, but definitely should have mentioned nonetheless. Get rid of Ed Bishop. Agreed, honestly.
Yeah.
And Russell. We got 2 Kurt Russell cutters. Sorry, Kurt. So that leaves us Harrison Ford and Arnold Schwarzenegger out of those 5, which is honestly makes sense. That makes sense, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Our next 5. Another good 5. Is it David Washington or John David Washington? I feel crazy just saying David Washington. Isn't it John David Washington? Denzel's son? Monk or somebody that y'all help me out there, because I just feel like I'm crazy just saying David Washington. I feel like it's like a 3-name name, you know? John David Washington. Okay, I thought I was going crazy for a second there. I was like, hold up, something's not right there. Okay, John David Washington, Leonard Nimoy, Jeff Goldblum, and Richard Dreyfuss. Either way, Benham. Oh no, mean, yeah, but yeah. He hasn't been in enough sci-fi. And Creator was amazing, but yeah. Jake would be pissed, said he would choose Kurt Russell, and he's the boss. Well,
I say get rid of J.D. Washington, Leonard Nimoy, and Richard Dreyfuss.
Agreed. Chat, y'all want to back Sarah up here? It's your only chance. Because if not, the eraser is just as mighty as the pen and the sword at the moment. And I am in complete agreement on those. Complete agreement. Keep Spock. Ooh, Dreyfuss going?
Yeah.
Keep him. For why is kind of my thought. Dreyfuss was awesome. He is awesome. But is he going to stand next to... Oh, wait. We did take Sean Connery off. Is he going to stand next to a Hugo Weaving, a Harrison Ford, an Arnold Schwarzenegger, Brad Pitt, Rutger Hauer, Charlton Heston, Keanu Reeves, Jeremy? Like, we have a lot. Nimoy is Spock. Yeah? And? Like,
yeah.
The obviously, I'm not the most well-spoken on Star Trek because I'm still venturing in my Star Trek journey. You'd rather have him than Arnie, to be honest. Okay, but we're talking about an actor's performance level here versus as Spock. Of course, there are character beats, things that he grows as a person and as a character over time, but freaking Vulcans are pretty narrow and rigid in the way they treat themselves and present themselves to the rest of the galaxy and the world, and yada yada yada. There's not a whole bunch of range in that performance necessarily. There is over time, but in the films, I don't know. Also, like I said, haven't seen them all, so.
I'm also kind of weighing like how much sci-fi they've done a little bit in my head. I'm not saying that's the way we're doing it, but in my mind, I'm like, how much of an impact have they had on science fiction too? Like some of these actors, it's like they did one really good sci-fi movie, but
Did he do any? Did Leonard Nimoy do anything outside of Star Trek that is sci-fi? He was a big Hobbit fan and loved singing about hobbits.
He did a television show. What was it called? But that's not what we're talking about here. But
yeah, it's kind of my thought. Well, if it's a Mountain Impact, Spock must stay. Fringe. Dreyfuss is a better actor than Arnie. But does he give the better performance as in sci-fi roles? Like we'll leave him be because we're getting hung up on it. So we'll come back. Right. We'll revisit that in a little bit. Right. Was Spock replaced Live Long and Prosper and say indeed same character? Literally though, that's where I'm kind of like. Obviously, I'm not the person that's like watched all the Star Trek stuff to be completely in love and all that kind of stuff, but. That's gonna win an acting award, like even though we are just emailing a little it's not some fancy award, it's not moving the ball necessarily. Leonard I can't speak.
Well, we'll leave it for now.
Yeah, we'll leave him.
I just picked because Jeff Goldblum's done The Fly, Jurassic Park, Independence Day.
Okay. I mean, I would assume so. But yeah. Okay. Let's keep moving because we still have a damn good list.
Yeah.
Well, let's bring a Star Trek actor back into the mix. Sir Patrick Stewart, Leonardo DiCaprio, Alan Rickman, and Hugo Weaving. Are we cutting anybody?
DiCaprio, I get so tired. And who did you name after DiCaprio?
Leo DiCaprio, Sir Patrick Stewart, Alan Rickman, and Hugo Weaving.
I would say Leo and Rickman.
Yeah, I love them both, but they haven't
Yeah.
done a whole bunch of sci-fi.
Yeah.
And although Rickman and Leo
Mhm.
gave really good sci-fi performances,
Mhm.
they're not. One's more comical and like farcical to a degree,
Mhm.
and the other is not necessarily rooted in. It is rooted in sci-fi, I guess, but it's not like
Mhm.
it doesn't feel super sci-fi. I don't know. Howdy, Scott.
Mhm.
The height of Jeffrey's Goldblum sci-fi acting career is Buckaroo Banzai. I don't know about that. How about Independence Day or The Fly or the things we've already mentioned or Jurassic Park? Yeah.
Mhm.
Rickman was also in Harry Potter. Yeah, that's fantasy
Mhm.
though.
Yeah.
He was more of a fantastical actor in
Mhm.
sci-fi versus fantasy element there. So, okay, well, there goes Rickman. Sorry, buddy, but so we keep Sir Pat Steele and Hugo Weaving. Movies or TV? We're on movies today, Scott. So far,
Mhm.
we've let a lot of good ones go. We have a good list left, though. I'll reread it for you just so we can get a good everybody rounded back out real quick after.
Mhm.
But keep Hugo and Sir Pat Stew.
For now.
Cool. Okay, the people we have left so far are Arnold Schwarzenegger, Harrison Ford, Leonard Nimoy, Jeff Goldblum, Richard Dreyfuss, Hugo Weaving, Sir Patrick Stewart, and those are the ones that we have whittled down as well. And the ones that we have left that we have yet to whittle down are Mel Gibson, Brad Pitt, Charlton Copley, Rutger Hauer, Leslie Nielsen, Keanu Reeves, Charlton Heston, Jeremy Renner, Matthew McConaughey, Jonathan Pryce, and Tom Cruise. You thought it was getting easy. No, I'm not sure about Sir Pat. Me either,
Mhm.
honestly.
Right.
But I don't know that
All right,
anything's.
we can cross him off. Unless we want to wait till leave him for round 2.
I'm up for either. Chat, do we have anything like specifically
Yeah.
thought wise on Sir Pat Stew? Sir Pat Stew was also in Dune.
Yeah.
Not the best
Oh,
version of
there we
Dune
go.
necessarily, but it was a lot of fun nonetheless.
He was also in Conspiracy Theory. That movie, but that wasn't sci-fi. That was a Julia Roberts and Mel Gibson in it, or Mel Gibson plays a taxi driver that's kind of a crazy conspiracy theorist. Anyway,
that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell's back in the thing, executive override. I was right there with you, but we had like 4 Kurt Russell X-nays immediately, which was insane.
Yep.
Insane. Sir Pat Stew's a good actor, but a great one.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with the Kurt Russell, but if I just was like, that's what the people want, we'll give them what they want.
Yeah.
But I mean, Kurt Russell, Stargate.
His
Soldier,
roles in sci-fi and Tron.
Yeah.
No. Fuck. Sorry. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Bad. Jeff Bridges is what I was thinking there.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm trying to say. Let's keep whittling.
Yeah.
We'll keep them for now, and we can revisit.
Mm-hmm.
We may revisit a little Kurt Russell. I don't know. We'll think about it. Mm-hmm. I can't believe I just got him and Jeff Bridges mixed up in my head. That one threw me off. That scared me. I was like, "Brain, what are you doing there?"
Jeff Bridges wouldn't be a bad, but
do we write Jeff Bridges down? We did kind of forget him.
Yeah,
he is kind of someone that
makes it though. But
I don't know if he makes it as well.
Yeah.
Only 2 naysayers bring back Kurt. If we're bringing back Kurt, I'm writing Jeff Bridges down.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, we're doing it. Let's do it. We like to complicate things for ourselves.
Right. We just have to be done in 1 hour to get it done.
We've got it. Okay. So now, just because we wrote them back down, literally the next thing. No.
All right, we'll leave it for now. We got to get through the main list here.
Yeah. Okay. We'll leave Jeff and Kurt to a second round just for the sake of it. Can we put a Discovery actor just to annoy Jay? Thankfully, no, because it's just movies this week.
Yeah.
But if you want a Section 31 actor, you can, of course. I don't know if we'll agree to put him down or not, but let us continue on. Next up, are we whittling down any of these next five? Big five here. We've got Mel Gibson, Brad Pitt, Charlton Copley, Rutger Hauer, and Leslie Nielsen. For me, I think Brad Pitt. I think we've got to cut him. Sci-fi wise, I mean, he's an Ad Astra.
Cut the whole list. For me, I'm cut the whole list.
Really?
Yeah.
Even Nielsen and Hauer? Mm-hmm. Wow. Bin numbers 2 and 3? Was that Brad Pitt and Charlton Copley? Or was that Mel Gibson and Brad Pitt? Ad Astra and 12 Monkeys. That's true. Yeah. 12 Monkeys is what we were talking about earlier. Ad Astra, I think, is the better performance, honestly. Not necessarily performance. 12 Monkeys is a better performance. Ad Astra is the better film. It was me, the mole. I contacted Jay and told him about the shocking decision. You devious man. You devious man. But who are we cutting? I thought the same as Sarah, but I thought that was harsh. LOL. It is harsh, but you got to be harsh whenever we have this many actors to be down.
I think the whole list goes. That's my vote.
So if Jay comes in here, we know who to blame. Bruce Willis has 12 Monkeys and Fifth Element. 12 Monkeys is so good. We already cut Bruce.
Yeah.
Okay, there goes Brad. And Mel. And Charlton. And Rutger. And Leslie.
Yeah.
Wow. Can I make an executive decision here and cut Sir Patrick Stewart if we're cutting people like Rutger Hauer and Leslie Nielsen out of here?
Yeah.
Okay. All three actors that I'm just on the record of saying I feel tears in the rain for just cutting those actors just in general, but the ones we have left just are so damn good. Next up, I'm going to give us 6. These are our final 6 that have not made it to the second round just yet. Do we cut any of them? Do we cut a few of them? Do we cut one of them? Keanu Reeves, Charlton Heston. Oh my God, Charlton Heston, whatever his name is. Jeremy Renner, Tom Cruise, Matthew McConaughey, and Jonathan Pryce. Oh, why the cut? Oh, I just thought the cut. I was just making the action of it. It's sci-fi wise.
Matthew McConaughey.
My Interstellar. And yeah. If anybody goes, I think it's McConaughey and maybe Pryce, just because Pryce hasn't done a whole bunch of sci-fi.
Jonathan Pryce.
Okay. Y'all okay with that, chat? Cut Keanu? Monk? What? What?
Constantine? That's comic book, though.
I mean, you're still so good, though. Matrix. I get it, though. I guess it is only one role, and the 3 movies after the first one are increasingly...
Johnny Mnemonic, too.
Which I don't know if that one's necessarily like...
Yeah. Yeah.
Sarah just did Monk.
Johnny Mnemonic.
Well, come on, Scott. Help us out then. Let's talk some fun stuff. Come on now.
What was that one about cold fusion or something? I don't know. It was chain reaction or something like that. It was called, but that's not really sci-fi.
Yeah. I guess we go with Keanu going?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we keep Charlton Heston also? Because okay.
Charlton Heston has to stay. He's done too much. I mean, Planet of the Apes. What else did he do? Soylent Green, you know.
Yeah, Soylent Green too. That's I rarely think about that one.
Yeah.
Must include Star Wars. Who you thinking? Who you thinking from Star Wars? We have Harrison Ford on here.
Harrison Ford.
Acting
We
wise,
have Carrie Fisher on the actress side.
We do.
And Daisy Ridley.
And Felicity Jones.
Yeah.
Actor wise, has I was thinking Sir Alec Guinness, but has he done any other sci-fi? I don't know if he's done any other sci-fi outside of just Obi-Wan. And James Earl Jones, but that's voice acting. And what other
that's
sci-fi?
Voice acting. Ewan McGregor?
We could put Ewan down. What other sci-fi has he done? Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. What again?
That's
Sorry.
it's like, has he done that? I want to say he has. Like, there's something in the back of my mind, but I'm not thinking.
Ewan McGregor sci-fi.
There's something else, I think, but I can't think of
The
what it is.
Island and Perfect Sense. I don't know if I'm familiar with either one of them. I feel like actually maybe we've talked about The Island on a stream and we looked at like Google Images because I kind of recognize that. But I don't think I've ever seen either. Not Ewan. Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Besides, like, I guess, Phantom Menace and, of course, what was the really bad Men in Black movie, the newest one, because he was in there and was he the good guy or bad guy? I forget. Do we want to do that? Ooh, cut Harrison Ford. Interesting. Hold up. He did Overlook Hotel, Shining prequel, but that's more thriller horror. All media. Who are you talking about here? Oh, James Earl Jones. I see. Okay. Yeah, I just don't know if James Earl Jones done enough true like sci-fi to toss him on here.
Yeah.
Juliet, I thought we were friends. How could you say such a thing? What did I say, David? Cut Harrison Ford.
Oh yeah.
Our Han Solo and our
Blade Runner.
Neeson did Darkman and Clash of the Titans too. Yeah, Clash of Titans is fantasy though. Yeah. Oh, all media is talking about Ewan McGregor, not James Earl Jones. P.S. Add Will Smith, please. Oh, we already added him and we cut him pretty quick.
Yeah, he got cut.
Yeah, he was actually, I think, one of the first 2 or 3 names to go.
Yeah.
But he was definitely worth mentioning. iRobot, particularly After Earth. So much. Right. But yeah, no, Ben Smith. We already did. Yeah. Do we want to add any other Star Wars guys real quick while we're thinking about it? Of course, we have Harrison Ford, Alec Guinness. He's done enough other sci-fi to put in there. Yeah. Or anything else? This is our last chance here. More actresses? We have a lot of actresses. We're about to just hop on that right after this. He'll be around to give out the slaps, LOL. Hey, there we go. That's our SciTrek award for Chevron Awards. You win a Chevron Award, you get a Will Smith slap. Yeah. Well, he's looking for work. We'll hire him for one night only. Yeah. He's got a Santa Claus across the globe, but instead of a present, it's a Chevron award of a slap. It's super sci-fi. Santa sci-fi. Okay. Charlton Heston, Jeremy Renner, Tom Cruise. Are we keeping all 3?
We can get rid of Renner.
Yeah. I lost my
Tom Cruise even I'm leaning towards too, but there was a Oblivion
and
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow and Oblivion, I think, are the 2 that kind of really stand out. I'm willing to keep them just for those 2 because they both are solid performances. But is he going to make it? It could be a new thing, the Slabbies. He's just joking, Juliet. But take my movie's name out of your. I already let that. French,
all right. So who do we have left now?
Okay, Jeremy Renner is gone, but we're keeping Cruise. So the only actors we have left, of course, are Arnold Schwarzenegger, Harrison Ford, Jeff Goldblum, Leonard Nimoy, Richard Dreyfuss, Hugo Weaving, Kurt Russell, Jeff Bridges, Charlton Heston, and Tom Cruise. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Literally.
Yeah.
You have to cut this list in half. Actors you want to slap award. Yes. Tomorrow War is also good. Yeah.
Leonard Nimoy, Hugo Weaving.
Doing 3 at a time. That's easy. Ben Lil Tommy. You said Hugo and who? Leonard Nimoy and who?
Hugo.
Hugo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. I'm with. Well, is V for Vendetta, if V for Vendetta counts, because that is.
Yeah.
Is that sci-fi or is that just drama?
Well, how about Leonard Nimoy and Jeff Goldblum instead of Hugo?
I'd honestly rather keep Jeff Goldblum than Hugo Weaving if we're talking the sci-fi aspect of life.
Yeah. So we have to leave both for now then?
Maybe.
All right, just Leonard Nimoy.
Jeffrey Goldblum can only play the character of Jeffrey Goldblum. Nowadays, prior to 2005, he could do all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't
he in it was a comedy, but like Earth Girls Are Easy or something? I think that was a comedy though. But I thought he was an alien.
That was the sequel.
I'm totally wrong. I've never seen the movie, so
I feel like I know what you're talking about, but I can't name it for the life of me. Kyle MacLachlan would have been a great one. I don't know if he would have made it all the way to this part of the list though. All media. Yeah. He is amazing though. We should have mentioned him for Fallout last week, honestly. Otherwise, Heston has to go, but Apes and Soylent Green are dystopian futures. Dystopian future is sci-fi. Yeah. Most of them. So we should have Mad Max actors then. Well, we had Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson made it pretty far. He made it into the second round at least. But now as we're into our final round or semi-final round, let's cut down. Richard Dreyfuss, Hugo Weaving. Go, both of them.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Dreyfuss. Oops.
Yeah.
Do we cut them both?
Jeff Goldblum and Richard Dreyfuss?
Or Hugo and Richard Dreyfuss. And Jeff Goldblum. Honestly, I think we keep Jeff. I think the other two kind of go. Is that okay? Weaving can go?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Dreyfuss. Please add back for me. Who? Which one? Goldblum is prolific?
No. Yeah.
For the Gold Pasture Award. I love it. We need a all media versus popcorn power, just Goldblum debate. It'd be beautiful. Mm-hmm. Okay, though, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only have room to cut 2 more. And who we have on our best sci-fi actor of all time list left is Arnold Schwarzenegger, Harrison Ford, Jeff Goldblum, Kurt Russell, Jeff Bridges, Charlton Heston, and Tom Cruise. Only 2 can go. Is it Charlton Heston? Is it Jeff Goldblum? Is it Arnie? Is it Ford? Kurt Russell? Is he gone again? Is it Jeff Bridges? Did he only come in just to get kicked? Is it Tom Cruise? We've got options. And this one's kind of hard, honestly. Mm-hmm. Ben, Lil Tommy, and Arnie. Oh. Bye, Jeff. Cut Arnie. Oh, that's 2 Arnies. Wow.
Yeah. I was thinking Arnie too, because although he's like made a good impact in sci-fi, is he really a great actor? Maybe.
Sci-fi actor out of all these, his best roles are all sci-fi roles, except True Lies. Except True Lies. That was a good one earlier too. Well, and he's got. Obviously, Predator. Arnie sometimes plays Arnie, but that's the thing. Even though he does do well in those roles, it's not like those are his best roles. I don't necessarily think they're acting powerhouse moments. That's just odd because he is totally our most sci-fi actor left, though. Him and Kurt Russell are probably the most sci-fi oriented actors outside of Charlton Heston that are left.
Yeah, I think Charlton Heston has to stay. Just too much. Yeah.
Yeah, the lack of nuance. Okay, all right. I did try to fight for Arnie a little.
I don't love it, but we have to,
Yeah.
slash and burn here. I guess.
Who is left? We have one cut left. We have Harrison Ford, Jeff Goldblum, Kurt Russell, Jeff Bridges, Charlton Heston, Tom Cruise.
Jeff Bridges.
Oh, really? I was gonna go Tom, but David doesn't know.
It's kind of between Jeff and Tom, I think. One of those
I'm with
two.
you. They just have I don't know, Jeff Bridges with Tron though. Bridges, and I love his work. Russell Bridges, Bill Tommy.
But
that would be 3. We'd only have 3 people left.
Yeah.
We're only looking to cut 1. If we cut 1 more person, y'all. Is it Jeff? Is it Jeff over Tom? Wait, Jeff who? Sorry. Oh, I mean Bridges. Okay, sorry. Duh. Yeah. You wrote Bridges. I just started saying Jeff, and I looked down and read Jeff Goldblum as well. Was like, what's going on? Okay, keep Bridges. If Kurt Russell's on the list, cut Kurt Russell. Oh, I was.
I mean, is Kurt Russell better than either of those, than Bridges or Cruise? I need to remember.
Or Goldblum or Cruise.
Yeah.
Who cares what Jay thinks? No, I mean, just at that point, I don't think we're necessarily like into like this person has to say or something like that. But Ben Russell and Little Tommy, we're looking for 1, Mike. Mike's like slash them all. Because I know I was one of the ones that helped vote Russell out earlier, but at this point, he is the person that has by far the most amount of sci-fi roles under his belt there. Since he was like 20, all the way to like 75, 80. I mean, he did the Godzilla TV show last year with his son, He's pretty sci-fi throughout his entire career. I think he is the single most sci-fi person here outside of Heston, who's just known for apes.
Right.
At this point, I don't know if I could. I might have to fight for Russell a little bit, even though literally, damn. But we've seen a lot of Tommy. That's 2 Tommies. Oh wait, that was 2 Tommies in a row there.
I want to say Tom Cruise just because I don't think when you think Tom Cruise, you don't think sci-fi.
He's the person I lean towards, because that's where I keep going back to. All media. Yeah, let's do a poll. Russell versus Cruise. Who dies? Oh, David. How do we?
Too late. He could be honorable mention.
He's an honorable mention.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would have made it with all these actors, but he would have been Ben Russell again. Little Tommy. Oh my God, what is going on? I guess he's gone. That one hurts me.
I don't agree. I think it should be Tom Cruise. That's my vote.
I'm just appalled.
Maybe it's my little bit of Stargate bias. I don't know.
See, I'm not even thinking Stargate. Like I'm thinking. When I think Cruise, I think Scientology.
Yeah.
I'll go with Tom.
It's in the name, science. There you go.
Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Sorry. We're coming in with that executive decision. We're keeping Kurt Russell. Sorry, Tommy. Sorry, Tommy boy. Our final 5, though. Leave Kurt alone. Yes. It's so much better than Brittany. It is.
Yeah.
Been the little lad. Monk said, boo. All right. Well, we got
Oh,
Harrison
we're
Ford.
gonna put this up all for a vote. We're just getting it down to 5, and then we're gonna do polls, right? To have people
Yes.
vote. So there you go. You'll have your
Now it's
chance.
y'all's job to fight in the comments
Yeah.
whenever we post the
Yeah.
polls.
Yeah.
We just had to figure out how hard the fight's going to be for them, you know?
Yeah. Mhm.
Tom Cruise's Top Gun, Jerry Maguire, Risky Business, A Few Good Men. Yeah,
Mhm.
all great acting roles in those sense.
Mhm.
But
No,
like
he's a good actor. I'm just thinking in terms of
science
science
fiction.
fiction. Like you don't think Tom Cruise, you don't think science fiction. You know?
No, obviously Oblivion and Edge
Yeah.
of Tomorrow,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
But and those are both great. Great. Did they
Mhm.
both come out in 2014? Yeah, but not sci-fi.
Yeah.
Can I vote more than once? No. No. Well, technically yes, in different categories, but not in the same category.
Right.
Who have we got left? Well, this is it. We're going down 2 actresses right after this because our final 5 are Charlton Heston, Kurt Russell, Jeff Bridges, Harrison Ford, and Jeff Goldblum. You know what we did just do?
But
I don't think we have anybody that's not a white dude under 70 years old on this list. But sci-fi, baby, that's where we're at. I mean, honestly, these 5 are kind of like some of the 5 heavy hitters of sci-fi ever, but it is just kind of funny. Cruise, War of the Worlds. Oh, War of the Worlds, good one. I kind of forgot about that. Minority Report as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good ones. Honestly, just you doing that makes me want to replace Jeff Goldblum with him, but it's done. It's done, and we're moving to the actresses. Ever since the BFI Top 100 films only had 3 films made in the last 20 years, I've only ever regarded these as a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, actress-wise, we got a good list here. This one's also going to be hard to do.
Right. Well, Sigourney Weaver is one of the 5, so we're just coming up with 4.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna do a speed list, and then we'll do 4 or 5 at a time, or 3 or 4 at a time, just to keep it even more simple.
Right.
The panel apparently disagrees with the chat, though. Oops. Well, here we are. We got Zoe Saldana, Rebecca Ferguson, Linda Hamilton, Scarlett Johansson, Sigourney Weaver, Noomi Rapace, Sandra Bullock, Emily Blunt, Gina Davis, Elizabeth Moss, Carrie Ann Moss, Daisy Ridley, Drew Barrymore, Jennifer Lawrence, Mila Jovovich, Tilda Swinton, Carrie Fisher, Gemma Chan, Natalie Portman, Felicity Jones, Ana de Armas, Tessa Thompson, Sean Young, and Laura Dern. Oh God, what's going on in the chat? There are a few I think we can kind of start crossing.
Gina Davis.
Which one?
Gina Davis.
Gina Davis was literally the first name I thought of, and as amazing as an actress, I just don't think sci-fi.
I like that. What was the movie where she was a spy with amnesia? That was a really good movie. I like that. But, Long Kiss Goodnight or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's had a few roles that should have. Is Long Kiss Goodnight's not the same one where it's like hyper brutal, right? Or is that the same one?
She was a spy. She gets shot. She gets amnesia. She's like pregnant. She's has a daughter, and then she kind of slowly gets her memory back, and yeah, Long Kiss Goodnight. It's really good.
All right, because I honestly, Elizabeth Moss can go.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Do we want Carrie Ann Moss, Trinity? Honestly, I can't think of anything sci-fi outside of Trinity. Honestly, though.
She was in Twilight movies, but I don't know if that's.
That sounds dreary, to be honest.
But I'm not remembering.
Laura Dern can go, sadly.
Yeah.
I get Carrie Ann Moss. Sorry. Noomi Rapace, though, really? And ScarJo. Because ScarJo at least she's about to have possibly the biggest science fiction movie of the year in Jurassic Park Rebirth, Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm willing to keep ScarJo in her pace for now. But chat, do y'all want us to not? Sarah, you thinking anything? Carrie Fisher can go. Oh,
Elizabeth Moss can go. I'm fine with I don't know, ScarJo to me, but I'm not hard set on it.
Because I guess outside of that, she's done Lucy, which is very sci-fi, of course. But all the others are cheap copies. I don't acknowledge any Jurassic Park after the first one. Yeah, I don't blame you there. Well, Lost Worlds, I do. I enjoy them all, but they're like zombie movies. They really are. Where you're just kind of like, instead of zombies, you get dinosaurs. And honestly, I'm okay with it, you know. But yeah, quality wise, yeah. Hopefully, Rebirth brings quality back though. Mahershala Ali there is the thing that like makes me excited.
Did ScarJo also do Ghost in the Machine movie? I don't know if that was.
Yes. I don't know how good it was, but yeah. Under the Skin. Okay, let's keep ScarJo just for another round, I guess. But what was the other name that you said? One of my favorite mentions, and I'm so glad you said her name too, because I would have probably forgotten to mention her, was Noomi Rapace. Do we keep her?
The Alien prequels, but what else has she done? She did.
No, sorry, that's Rebecca Ferguson. Yeah, just the Alien, because she was in. Was she in Covenant or was she in? She's in Prometheus, and what's her name is in Covenant? I can't remember her name off the top of my head. But yeah, ScarJo won't make the final five.
I would probably agree with that, but we're leaving it for now.
Yeah, just a quick one. Okay, we'll take Noomi out though. I'm happy that we actually put her on this list though.
She's really good. If you see the Swedish version of the girl with the dragon tattoo, she's the main character in the Swedish ones. Really good. So,
So if y'all are into like horror movies and stuff, Lamb with her is weird and good and weird and good. Did I mention weird? Because it is. If I were a betting man, I'd put all my money on Weaver to win this category.
Sigourney.
I think Rebecca Ferguson.
Sigourney's like, she's already one of the five. We're just coming up with the other four now.
She's definitely one of the five. But I think Zoe Saldana.
Oh yeah.
Could maybe.
Oh yeah, because she's done Avatar, Guardians. What else?
The Avengers, of course, all those things. But she was in Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously not sci-fi, but she was in The Curse of the Black Pearl. Like she's one of the reasons it started as well as it did.
There's something I'm forgetting. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting.
There's a lot I'm forgetting. I just started thinking about all of her like work with Taylor Sheridan recently. None of that sci-fi, so oops. But yeah, okay. Let's you know what? Can we go ahead and cut Daisy Ridley and Drew Barrymore?
Yeah.
Okay. How about we did say Carrie Fisher. I saw someone, I think Mike said cut Carrie Fisher, and as much as I love Carrie Fisher, sci-fi wise, she's just Star Wars, and I don't know if she's gonna make it to the end. Carrie Fisher should too. Okay, there we go. Literally, I look up and another Carrie's gone. Rest in peace. Like actually though, I don't know. Is Carrie has only done the one role that made her name? Monk was saying Carrie Fisher should be an automatic top 5. Oh, all right. Should I write down Carrie Fisher's name again? Drew Barrymore's roles were all as a kid.
I don't think she's going to make the top 5, but
Donnie Darko. That was the one that was like, oh, okay. But yeah, she's already scratched out. Monk was like, rewrite her. Yes. Nope. No Fisher. Oh, sorry, Monk.
Yeah.
It hurts me to do it. But she gone. Been the fish. No.
Zoe Saldana, also Star Trek.
Oh, duh. Thank you. Duh. She was about to be Carl Urban there. Oops. Can we take Tessa Thompson and Sean Young off?
Yes.
Okay. Chat. Y'all holler if that's appalling or something. But I think both of them. Can we take Gemma Chan off as well? I think she's going to be.
Yeah. I don't even know. I'd have to see a picture of her to even know. I don't know the name. I'm sure I've probably seen her, but I just don't know.
You saw Eternals, right?
Yeah.
She's the main girl in Eternals, the one that's in love with Icarus. Did she play Cersei? I think is her name. I don't remember all their names off the top of my head. Oh, well, we got a bunch of Ben, all of them. Howdy, Stanley's. She was Cersei. Cool. Okay. She was also blue and was one of the not Kree. What's it, Kree? Was it the Skrulls? Not Skrulls. She was the Kree. She was a Kree warrior in the Marvels and Captain Marvel, the first one. Stillbender. Yep. And she was in Humans. Great actress. I think she'll actually win an Oscar for like maybe a sci-fi film eventually. But just not yet. Which means she could be here next year, but we'll see. Now we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to go down 3 at a time here. There's one I'm going to have to fight for here. I'm hoping y'all are going to keep her here. Tilda Swinton.
Yes.
I will fight for her all day. Mila Jovovich and Jennifer Lawrence. How do we feel about Mila
Lawrence?
I don't know if J-Law's in enough sci-fi. She was in Passengers. Does Hunger Games kind of sci-fi, or is that just dystopian future without the sci-fi element to it? I guess we count dystopian future as sci-fi. Ben J-Law. Lawrence can be Ben.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cat. Now, is Resident Evil and the other odd sci-fi film that Mila Jovovich finds herself in worthy of putting her in the top 5? She's one of the most entertaining actresses to watch. Damn right. She's cool. She's badass. Is she one of the best actresses to keep in a best actress category? I'm going to make an executive decision.
Well, Tilda's a better actress, I would say, of the two. But Resident Evil was pretty prevalent.
Fifth Element is, I think, what brings Mila Jovovich.
Fifth Element. Yeah. That's her best. Fifth Element. She's probably better in Fifth Element than Resident Evil. But
Fifth Element might be her best movie, honestly. And it's a great movie. But yeah.
I think we have to leave both of those for now.
She's more iconic. I didn't like Passenger. No mention that Chris Pratt. That movie's a little odd. That third act is like, oh, yep, here we go. Take that Band-Aid off. She was a pretty good Joan of Arc. Yeah, that's true. I forget about that. She was, that's very true. I like Mila Jovovich a whole bunch. I just don't think she's necessarily done, obviously, lucrative in the way she's found her career with her husband, Paul W.S. Anderson, doing all the Resident Evil movies and every other Paul W.S. Anderson movie.
Right.
I think she just pigeonholed herself in her career, and she could have been an Oscar-like worthy actress throughout her life and went the popcorn flick route, which ain't nothing wrong about it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hopefully she gets another chance. But anyway, we kept Tilda. That's what matters there. As long as we keep Tilda for a little bit longer, I'm happy. Next up, it's another hard 3. Felicity Jones, Ana de Armas, and Natalie Portman.
Middle one can go.
Really? Over Ana de Armas? Okay. Sorry, Felicity Jones. Ben All. I really really love all three of the actresses. I don't know if any of them will last, though, in this category.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie Portman's got Star Wars under her belt. Carrie Fisher's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Do we keep Natalie Portman? Or
Yeah.
do we bend the... Keep Portman?
Mm-hmm.
Sad Oscars. Give me a Chevron Award any day. Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Shape of Water, both won Best Picture. Yeah, they did. Fantastic. Tough, bend them all. I'm willing to keep Portman. We got a couple. We have one bend, one keep. Mm-hmm. Both of us say keep, but chat give us one more, and we'll go with chat, honestly, there. Because the next 5 or 6 is going to be... Other than she did a dual role, I struggle to see how Portman is kept and Fisher is gone. Well, I don't know if that's the best reason. Oh, Annihilation, of course, and V for Vendetta. Oh, yeah. Okay, just for that, let's keep her. Oh, Alicia Vikander from the AI movie with Poe Dameron, Ex Machina. She's so good, but she wouldn't.
Worthy of mention, but yeah.
Worth a mention, 1,000%.
I mean, Natalie Portman is in V for Vendetta. She's really good, especially
and Annihilation as well. Yeah,
when she's imprisoned and during that time, yeah, or when. Anyway, I don't want to spoil anything for that movie.
Yeah. Remember, 5th of November. Mm-hmm. That's the movie I watch every single year. I missed it 2 years ago, and last year I was like, I cannot miss it. I think I watched it twice. But you know, okay, let's whittle this down. We're almost at the tail end of everything here. Well, I guess we kind of are at the tail end of everything here. The 2 that we've kept are Natalie Portman and Tilda Swinton. We have 6 more. 6 more. So what? That's 8 total. We can cut 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
We have Sigourney Weaver, Sandra Bullock, Emily Blunt.
Sandra.
I'm thinking the same thing. Zoe Saldana, Rebecca Ferguson, Linda Hamilton.
Linda. I hate saying that, though. I don't want it to be, but of those 3?
We don't have to bend, because now we only need 2 more. Because we have 7 people, and our 7 people left are Zoe Saldana, Rebecca Ferguson, Linda Hamilton, Sigourney Weaver, Emily Blunt, Tilda Swinton, and Natalie Portman. Ben Ferguson. With Life and Dune? And Dune 2?
Yeah.
Life, Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds. Ben Blunt. Oh, well, because I'm thinking of Edge of Tomorrow, and she's amazing. And yeah, that series as well. And Reminiscent, she's in Reminiscent as well, which isn't necessarily the best thing ever, but she is damn good in it.
I think we have Rebecca Ferguson in the television list, don't we?
We do. I think she's a shoo-in out of this list, though. I think we take Natalie Portman off.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I'd only keep Weaver. LOL. David. Sorry. The corpse goes. No corpse bride here. What other sci-fi has Emily Blunt done outside of Edge of Tomorrow?
That Silent. What was it called?
Oh, A Quiet Place. Duh. Okay, yeah.
A Quiet Place. Quiet Place. Yeah.
Because Zoe Saldana, Sigourney Weaver, and Linda Hamilton, I think, are shoo-ins for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think the no Portman stays. I think Emily Blunt, Tilda Swinton, and Rebecca Ferguson are 3 that we're choosing from, and we only need to choose 1. Yep, just 1. Do we want to keep Tilda, Rebecca, or Emily?
Get rid of me.
I think Quiet Place is horror, not sci-fi, but it is super sci-fi as well. Which is not, I guess, not the most prevalent aspect as well. Swinton stays.
Rebecca.
Rebecca goes?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there she goes. I was going to let y'all make that decision. I couldn't say anything about Rebecca Ferguson or Tilda Swinton. I was like, those two? I'm indecisive there. Sorry, Rebecca. Sorry, Miss Ferguson. We've whittled it down. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Rebecca stays. Because we just... oh, no. Why did I took off Emily Blunt? My bad.
Yeah.
I was like, I just had 5 people here, and now there's only 4. Oops. Emily Blunt, Zoe Saldana, Linda Hamilton, Sigourney Weaver, and Tilda Swinton are our top 5. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of craziness the last few things. I don't know what's going on necessarily, but those are our 5. Actor and actress. Actress-wise, of course, I repeat one more time, we have Zoe Saldana, Linda Hamilton, Sigourney Weaver, Emily Blunt, and Tilda Swinton. Actor-wise, we have Harrison Ford, Jeff Goldblum, Kurt Russell, Jeff Bridges, and Charlton Heston.
It makes me sad too, but we can't keep everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got to make the tough choices.
Mm-hmm. But two pretty good lists. Two pretty good lists. And honestly, compromise is 2 sets of people or multiple groups of people finding, not completely agreeing on something and finding the middle ground. And I think that's what these lists are. These lists are, I mean, and a compromise is not a bad thing necessarily in that sense. It's we found the people we can all kind of say, hey, this is who we're nodding to. And with Natalie Portman, with Rebecca Ferguson, or Emily Blunt, those 3, let's be honest, none of them, they're all kind of interchangeable in a way. None of them are going to win, but they're all in that like 5 to 8 to 10 range that we adore their work. It's just you have Zoe Saldana, Sigourney Weaver, Linda Hamilton, and Tilda Swinton right there. It's going to be that's hard fought, you know. On behalf of Jay, you're all wrong. Sounds about right. But shoot, that's an hour and a half. We've been whittling down for a little bit now. What have you watched this week, honestly?
I finished rewatching season 1 of Andor last night, so I'm all set to go for season 2. What else have I watched? Because hockey season's kind of winding down, so I'm not watching as much as I usually do. Oh my gosh, what else did I watch? I watched a docu-series about one of my favorite bands, The Tragically Hip, which was good.
Hey-o.
Some Star.
Did you watch Daredevil?
Did I watch what?
Daredevil?
Yes, Daredevil. That was a really good episode. This week's episode was really good. There was a lot in that episode. Really good. Yes. Watch Daredevil.
There's been a lot of people saying they don't love Daredevil, and I'm like, huh? And I guess I kind of get it, but also,
yeah,
the moments that are just so good. But
watch some Star Trek too, as usual. But did I watch?
Yeah,
I watched something else. What is it? Oh, Sanctuary. I was kind of rewatching Sanctuary. That Amanda Tabb. I mean, it's okay. It's been a long. I remember liking it, so I'm rewatching it, and it's.
Is it
There's things I like and things I don't. But, huh?
Okay. Is it worth the watch?
Yes and no.
That's
it's kind of cool to see Amanda tapping in a different role with dark hair and an English accent.
Oh, she has an English accent in there? That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, I've always been thinking since just starting watching Stargate and getting into everything over the last 5 or 6 years. I've always wanted to watch Travelers and Sanctuary, and neither have gotten all that great reviews.
Right.
And that just keeps me from diving in because I'm like, don't taint the beautiful picture of both Amanda Tapping and Brad Wright that you have. Like they're awesome, and keep them like as awesome as possible in your brain. But
Right.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
isn't Tapping British?
I think she was like born in England or something, but I think she grew up in Canada.
She was born in Essex. Interesting. Right, Mike thinks so. I thought she was Canadian. I was pretty positive she was Canadian.
Well, I think that's where she grew up in Canada.
Okay.
So I think
That
she is a Canadian citizen or whatever. I think so.
And aren't Canadians still technically? I don't know how it works. British Canadian? Yeah, I was about to say,
Part
don't
of the
they have some
Commonwealth,
kind
yeah.
of? Yeah, I don't know how the passport works. Is it a Canadian passport or like a British Commonwealth passport? I don't understand. Yeah. Anyway, anything else outside of Star Trek and Sanctuary and everything?
Nope.
Right.
Pretty much it.
Yeah, it's been kind of an interesting week. Went to go see Drop on Monday. Regal did its like Mystery Monday, and my roommate and I went to go see Drop, and it was pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. It's a good thriller movie. Brendan Sklenar, which of course just finished 1923 this past week as well. He's my vote for Batman and Bruce Wayne in a big way. In a big way. But yeah, no, it was really good. I don't remember the actress's name, but she was excellent in it as well. It's a good like one location film. I guess technically two locations, but it's very solid. Saw The Luckiest Man in America, which is about not about Paul Walter Hauser, but Paul Walter Hauser plays the luckiest man in America, the guy that went on Press Your Luck in I think it was the 50s or 60s and won like $120,000. And you know, all he did was memorize patterns, and I think there are a lot more patterns in game shows nowadays than there were because of the character that he played. Which, speaking of, I did get to go on Let's Make a Deal this past week, which was really cool. I can't tell you what happened, y'all, but watch for a couple months from now. I think actually, let me give you the dates. Watch for episode 1741 or 1757. One of those. Outside of that, though, saw Warfare the other day. Oh my god. There is no score in that movie.
No score?
There's no score. There's no music. And I think it's going to get Oscar nominated for sound.
Yeah.
And
Who's in somebody in that? Seems like I came across something about that the other day. Who's in it?
Will Poulter, Joseph Quinn, Charles Melton, Noah Centineo, Kit Connor, what's his name from Reservation Dogs and One Hell of a Summer? It's something Wunatai. He's a Native American dude. Qatari or something like that. Wunatai. And Gandolfini's son, who's also in Daredevil right now.
Yeah.
It is an amazing cast. One of the best casts for a film I've ever seen. And most of the cast does little to nothing. With screen time. Right. Because there's such a big cast that they kind of have to spread everything out, and everything's spread out very well. But the bits of screen time that each one gets. Oh, I forgot Cosmo Jarvis from Shogun. It's Cosmo Jarvis's movie. If there is somebody that's like the main person, it's Cosmo Jarvis. And Joseph Quinn. They'd probably be your top two. It's amazing. It's a hard watch. It is brutal. It is a one mission Iraq/Afghanistan version of Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, I remember seeing. Okay, I saw like some entertainment show that was just on my TV in the afternoon. They were interviewing the cast. Now it's about, they said it's like kind of like one of the first movies about like Afghanistan or all that. Yeah.
It's good. that lack of a score, which that's pretty damn funny, but the lack of the score, it ropes you into it. There's a solid. I was trying to think of it. There's a solid 10 to 12, maybe even a couple more minutes, maybe not 10 minutes. It's either, I think it would be in the 8 to 12 minute range, which is going to sound like a lot, especially for an hour and a half movie, but it's necessary for the movie. There's about 8 to 12 minutes of the movie throughout that you are like concussed with, you have that kind of like concussed noise kind of going on.
Right.
Oh my God. It is A Quiet Place is very similar in that sense, but this has words to it and it doesn't lose that thrill either. It's very, very well done. I don't know if it's going to, I don't know if the Iraq War is something that's going to really hit, especially for outside of American audiences. I don't know if it's going to hit for inside of American audiences either, but oh God, it's a necessary story to watch, and it's a true story, which is really cool.
It sounds good.
It was really good. I could gush about it all day. TV wise, of course, 1923 Daredevil. Finished Mythic Quest. I started Mythic Quest like 3 weeks ago. Just finished it. And Apple canceled it the day after I finished it. I was so sad. Like, so sad immediately. I was like, no. It's a little Parks and Rec with my roommate. Finished Common Side Effects as well, because that aired its last episode this past week. I think that might be it TV wise. Yeah. Besides, of course, The Studio.
All right, I'll try to watch it. Is it like a sci-fi kind of thing, or is it just a show?
It's Hollywood. It is just it's a Hollywood show.
Kind of behind the scenes kind of thing. Is it like comedy?
Yeah, very much so. It is a stressful comedy, but comedy. The premise of it is Seth Rogen's the main character and everything, and I think it's one of his best roles in a long time. If you're a cinephile, it's hilarious. I think it's going to be funny for even just non-cinephiles. But if you're a cinephile, it is particularly funny. And with the amount that we all watch things and so on and so forth, everybody that watches this channel would enjoy it to a degree.
That's what
we just did. Yeah. Who are the top 5 real quick? Was Linda Hamilton, Zoe Saldana, Sigourney Weaver, Emily Blunt, and Tilda Swinton. For TV. Well, I tried to figure it out in my photos. That's what it was.
We did that last week, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I did it last week. I have it written down somewhere, just not right here, right now. And it was last week, so just check out last Sunday. And we will, of course, at the very end of the last episode, probably have reset it. So just look for like the last 10, 15 minutes. Night, Peter.
So we just have one more to do, right? Which is just like best television series movie.
I guess, yeah. Because I think the very final thing is that, or I think, did Jay suggest that we do it as an IP? Like TV IP and like, or maybe, an IP just in general, right?
We could have an IP as a category and then maybe.
And then do specify
like
TV
IP television, IP movie, and then just best overall television movie.
We had some big debates last week. We didn't. There were a couple big debates today. There were like 2 or 3 big ones, but last week was kind of it was a.
I used my mom voice.
It's pretty funny. The real J and I in real quick. Just come on now. How many things does an IP need to have to qualify as an IP? Technically, just one. But that would be a question we should probably elaborate.
I think it has to be something that's more than like a one-off,
Agreed.
Like something that's had more, movie spin-offs, like Star Wars, perfect example,
because technically it would be one,
Yeah.
but I'm with you in the sense like for it to qualify as an IP, let's say
Right.
2 at a minimum, just because it's
Yeah.
like it was elaborated and furthered on.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that though, Studio I think was the only other thing, and that's
Mm-hmm.
it's a great show. It's essentially Seth Rogen just gets hired or gets promoted to a studio head in Hollywood and has to start making decisions as a studio head. And the guy's like, "Oh, I love movies, so I want to like do really good things,"
Yeah.
and then also has to do the business aspect, which
Right.
kind of sucks sometimes. So it's just fun to see that happen, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but you can't have a milk franchise or Star Wars win. Star Wars or Star Trek. Star Wars has not done anything as bad as Section
Star Wars,
31.
Star Trek. I mean, I guess we're not doing like Marvel or DC because we're trying to avoid superhero stuff. But
you know what? We should
Alien,
actually.
like Alien is another IP, and
Alien might win the whole thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I was thinking about that when Jay mentioned the IPs. I was like,
Yeah.
obviously the Star Wars, Stargate, Star Trek are going to be like poo, 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 poo. And then I think Alien's just going to sneak in and take it at the end of the day.
Right. I know. I was just thinking I should watch Romulus again. That was so good.
So good. I'm so excited for Alien Earth. I'm so excited for Alien
I know.
Earth.
I wish they would announce a date already. It's like they say this summer. Well, it's almost this summer. Can we get a date, please? Anyway,
I hope
I'm excited for it.
And like give us 2 weeks and say, this is it. Watch it now. And I'm just like, yes. I hope things start doing that, but also you got to market it a little bit better than that. So hopefully like a month out, at least a month out, something. Stargate only has 1 film.
Well, technically,
there's 4 because Origins was cut into a film. So now you got 2 TV movies and 3 technically 3 TV movies.
Arc of Truth and Continuum.
That sounds like Saoki's career.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking like, maybe this is Amazon-esque. Anyway, it's Apple poking at Amazon. No,
definitely SciFi. Yeah. But actually though, it's so worth watching. The cameos are great. Zac Efron was in the last episode as just an actor, and it's hilarious. Before that, there are a couple others. It's so good.
Anyway, I got to get out of here. So
I was about to say, little
we got
housekeeping before we hop out.
Yeah.
Are we back to
our escape Trion tomorrow?
I was about to ask. Yeah. Spring break's over, huh?
Yeah. She's still a little bit sick, so I don't know. But I think she's going to school tomorrow, so we shouldn't have a problem doing it.
Yeah. Just let me know. So we will I can't speak. Farscape Trion is most likely tomorrow, y'all. But keep your eyes out. We will let you know in the Patreon, of course. I've got the little pin now on my jacket. The little pin came in, so I can speak to Crichton as we're going through it.
Yes, of course.
Olivia Wilde was freaking hilarious, and Sarah Polley, of course, but Olivia Wilde. And the Ron. Oh my God! Just watch the studio, y'all. Y'all just. It's so good. It's so good. Housekeeping wise, of course, this coming week we'll be back with some Stargate Outpost and some Radical Wasteland podcast. Greg is premiering his play 3 Can Keep a Secret in New York City Tuesday. Wow. So that's really damn cool for New York City Fringe. He did send me a link to a live stream. I will post it whenever we do the Radical Wasteland on Friday in the chat as well. So if y'all want to check out that play for him, you can go support the man because he, I believe, is also acting in this one. No, he's not. He's directing it only, but it's a damn good play. It's a lot of fun, and it comes off as a movie whenever you watch it on a live stream. So hell yeah! Wednesday, Friday. See y'all tomorrow, most likely. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Keep your eyes open, and we will see y'all soon.
Right.
Adios.
Bye, everybody.